so I'm going to attempt to try this again. Last we left off, we got actually introduced to Atlas, our wonderful new entity, friend, figure, person. They're aquatic. They have crab arms on their back and wield a trident. Past that, after brief introductions, we had some shenanigans involving a chest that was filled with strange magical items, before eventually, unfortunately, melting away Calico.
07 Calico.
An attempt was made to save Calico's life, but Calico did not think that's what was happening and thwarted all attempts.
He was too powerful.
He was too good at deflecting attacks.
Why is that skill so strong?
But regardless, with a Calico now being not much more than a pile of bones, we moved on. We got some magic items, and after a lot of frustration from Sophia, he acquired something strange. A cloak had appeared off in a corner, offering a glove, and Sophia took it. Now wearing this supposed dark glove, Sophia now has quite an interesting strength to him when using this glove to attack things. But with that, we're going to go ahead and start, as I do believe last we left, we had a Natsu being very upset at Sophia.
I still am.
Well,
Screw you, jerk.
I've been waiting for this for so long.
Oh, really? You've been waiting for so long? Please do tell.
all right, let's start in character.
Okay.
So, Natsu, you're currently in front of Sophia. Sophia, you're technically in front of Natsu, but are at this point working with Atlas to get the table out from the room to go and assist that of Lyra to get on board. Sorry, it's been a bit.
No, it's fine. So basically, Atlas and I are moving the table out, and I'm just kind of looking at him like, okay, no, twist it this way. Yeah, okay. Okay, try moving this way, like orient towards the door a bit. On your end.
So this way.
No, the other way. Like yeah, that way.
Okay.
Okay.
It would have been faster if we hired movers instead.
Okay, so on my count, just like start moving slowly this way, because we're gonna have to orient this a weird direction to get it all the way out and also across. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
So, both of you, go ahead and roll me some strength checks at advantage.
Oh man, I really need that advantage. Or not, because damn, that's high. Yeah, I guess.
11 total.
I got an 18 total. How?
Because of me.
Yeah, sure.
So the table isn't that heavy, thankfully. And Sophia, like, as you're going about, despite the surprising thinness to your muscle mass, you're kind of starting to notice, you pick up this table with relative ease. In fact, you're pretty sure you're carrying most of the table, because Atlas, you're just having a really hard time getting a grip on the table. As you're kind of working with a corner and everything's very pointy over here, since Sophia kind of exploded that corner.
It's okay. It's okay. We got this. Just take it one step at a time.
Is the
Wow.
rope still around the mast
You're
and
getting.
Yes,
Alright.
yes, it is.
connected to the arrow?
Do you?
Yes,
You
the
don't
rope
hear
is still
this,
there.
do you?
Okay, I'll just
You
try it,
hear-
yeah?
Do you hear barking?
No, I
You-
don't hear barking.
I
You
don't.
don't?
I don't hear anything
No.
either.
How do you not hear?
Psychic powers.
Because
it's
noise suppression
only
works.
It's only picking up on stream. I don't even have any of that enabled. That's weird.
Let's create a rope, yeah? Perfect.
Nice. Anyway, so Sophia, Atlas, you managed to get the table outside the room. You know, with the legs gone, it fits through the door just fine.
Yay.
Natsu, Sophia is still wearing that. Still wearing this glove.
Man, I feel so much stronger for some reason, even though I feel like weirdly weaker in some way. But this is like nothing, Sophia says as he's like pulling the table out of the doorway.
Hey, I don't care, you dummy. Take it off.
In a bit. I'm busy right now.
No.
Okay.
Now.
I have a question.
Even though I haven't said
This
it,
is-
you guys can start game, by the way, in case you want to move your little tokens around.
Yeah, well, I also have questions. Why
started.
is there tic-tac-toe on the map as
I
well
will
as
not be able to do that
dead
until I get
faces?
home.
Tic tac toe.
I'm
Wait, wait,
just now
yeah.
noticing the
So-
various
I,
bits and
Yeah.
pieces. I did not do this.
I didn't do
And
that
then
either.
there's, like,
Oh no,
I
that was
guess.
me.
Oh,
I don't
Oh, yeah,
hell
that,
here.
that was me.
in the lower
Where's
right
Tic
What is
Tac?
corner.
this?
Oh no, that was me. I like when you guys take your turns and stuff. I'm
Oh my
focusing, but I'm also doodling this entire time. That was me.
What is this right here? What am I looking at? Deity, explain.
what it,
That's a drowning man.
I'm zooming in on it. It says hold.
Yeah, that or it's a fish.
It's right above the hold.
It's a fish. I tried to make a poor fish.
Wow. I see a
Ah.
face above the main deck.
Yeah, I'm currently going through the midst of erasing
Duh.
everything.
Sorry.
So
Wait, what was pointed at Calico?
It was pointing at. It was an arrow that said dead.
yeah, I saw that too.
Put it back.
Don't worry. If you ever look at the name of what Calico is, you'll see.
What used
So-
to be Calico.
So are we able to get the table like fully out and ready to?
Oh
I-
yeah, I was gonna say you managed to fully.
I
get the
didn't mean to
table
move that.
out of the room.
All right.
It's fine.
Okay,
Wow.
so once we have the table out and ready, we would basically do as Sophia was thinking and tie the rope to one end, or like towards the center, I guess. And then just kind of use it as a platform for Labor to cross, and then steadily pull her closer so that she can climb up.
Mm-hmm.
Take off the glove, or else I will forcefully cut your arm off.
Assuming that Lyra makes it safely across,
Yeah, as you and Atlas go and lower the table down, you can't quite get it to line up with the actual rock because there is quite a height difference between the top of the boat and the rock.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe originally the plan was to set it in the water.
Yeah, more or less,
I
and just
remember
just
correctly.
basically use it as a platform so that you can get close enough to the boat without going into the
Okay.
water.
Gotcha. All right. So with that, that's good to know. Da-da-da. So I'll go ahead and do
Sophia,
this.
until you take off that stupid, for God's sake, glove off, I'm not going to listen to you or take anything seriously from you. Which means if you
Hold on.
ask me to do something, I'm going to be ignoring the heck out of you.
I'm gonna make a judgment call here.
Judging.
Judging. Just a judging face.
Evan.
All right.
Wow, what a great judgment call, Sophia.
So
You
Wow.
rolled a 7.
upon
Woo!
upon hearing your declaration that you will not be acknowledging Sophia's orders or taking anything seriously, Sophia, after helping raise Lyra to the boat, turns to you, and he seems to be thinking for a moment before resuming eye contact with you and says, "Okay," and begins walking towards the helm.
He did not.
Damn.
Oh no.
Walk over to Sophia. Not Sophia, Lyra.
Hmm. Clara kind of wipes herself down as she's climbed up. It's like, well, this has certainly been something. Hey,
Hey,
kid.
Lyra.
Yes.
I will not acknowledge Sophia at all until he takes off that stupid glove.
Lara just looks confused as you say this. It's like, okay.
And I swear
Lyra.
on my life, if he does not take that glove off, by the next time that I see him, know that I will kick him in the nuts again.
I mean, I'm not against you doing that to him anyway. He kind of deserves it, but that's besides the
Wow!
point.
Wow, Lyra!
Wow.
That's me. That's out of character. Sophia does not hear that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
Everyone seems to hate you.
Just throw me under the
Still has been
carriage,
for the
why
goat
don't you?
sentiment.
And now I do not see Sophia as a father figure, nor even a friend at this point. I'm just a
Hey,
mean
hey.
jerk.
You don't need to go that far with it. What's so bad about this glove?
He got this random glove from the corner or whatnot. And since then, he's just acted really strange and weird and not like himself.
And what would that be? What's different about him?
His whole demeanor and attitude towards me.
Well, I mean, it sounds more like a Sophia I'm aware of. If anything, that
But
sounds like
until
how
then,
Sophia
I'm not
usually
acknowledging
is. He's not usually a companions person, so if anything, he's just being himself, I guess.
Well, until then, I'm not
More so than
acknowledging him.
usual.
All right.
So if he dies, that's on him, not me.
Well,
It's not like
I'll
he'll
let you
need
have
my
your
help
space then.
anyway.
Ooh, we getting some angst in here.
I'll let you have your space then. And she stands up and looks over to you, Killy. So, what's the damage?
Calico is dead.
This moment where Lair has a bit of a double take. It's like, what?
Yes, he has. So curiosity killed the cat. As I'm just pulling the rope back up with the arrow that I sunk into the rock here.
Mm-hmm. As you say this, Lara just kind of looks at you, almost dumbfounded. Like, oh, I see. Okay,
Natsu,
that's.
can you tell her the details of this? How it happened, please? Natsu,
Natsu?
What?
He's gone.
What?
can you tell Lyra how Calico died?
Oh, okay.
Lara kind of takes some steps forward to get back over to you, Natsu. She takes any. What happened?
So they were down in like the lower area. And we were looking through like this chest. Something didn't seem right. And so I tried to like get them out of it by possibly kind of let's just say cutting their arm off.
Lyra kind of shakes her head in surprise, like, that seems a little extreme. But all right, go on.
And they deflected my attack when I was trying to protect them. And then they just got too deep. And, they melted into a pile of, like, acid stuff.
Oh, that's that's greatly unfortunate.
I tried to save them, but they deflected me.
There's a moment as Lyra kind of leans forward to kind of put a hand on your shoulder. It's like, hey, you gave it your best attempt, right? Well, that's what matters, is that you at least tried. It's not your fault that he didn't understand. It's really unfortunate, though. As Lyra stands up, reaching into a bag and pulls out like a small parchment. This is, well, I guess that contract isn't going anywhere. As she kind of crumples it up and throws it overboard.
But I am still pissed off at freaking Sophia.
I'm sure that, again, I'm sure he deserves it. At least somewhat.
But I swear to God, if I see his dirty little face, I'm going to kick him in so hard he will know what hit him.
Well, besides my growing concern for you. She looks back to you. Actually, at this point, she looks over to you, Atlas, since you'd be out here. It's like, oh, I just noticed you. Friend or foe?
New
Given that
companion.
I'm attacking you, I would think for it.
What? I did not catch that.
I
I'm
didn't
sorry.
hear a word he said.
Oh, given that I'm not attacking you, I would hope for it.
Okay, I mean, fair enough.
Still confused.
Lyra.
Shakes. I would stretch his arm I would stretch his arm for like a handshake.
Yeah, she, returns favor.
Okay.
Wow, the hole in the boat is
Atlas.
gone.
Good to meet you, new person.
Yeah. Pleasure's all mine. Where did you come from? I thought this ship was abandoned.
Popped out a
Hmm.
box downstairs.
That brings up more questions than it's going to bring answers. Okay.
Way too fishy.
I agree with you. What?
What was that, Natsu?
I said they're way too fishy.
They are a fish person.
He
Yes.
looks at when you said it, he looks at his crab claws and he's like, I am quite aquatic.
Yes, you are. Okay. She looks over to Hutchis, like, still struggling to lift the weapons. Like,
Ah, yes. We did leave him with noodle bops.
Correction, I left him with noodle bops. Training's going well.
Huh? Hutchins, what are you doing?
Trying
I
to lift
believe
noodle
that.
bops, because I'm supposed to train to lift it, and you were helping me, right? Eh,
Down for a little bit and take a break. There's a lot going on right now.
eh. Okay.
We lost Calco. They died.
Ah, Fluffy Man's gone.
But what's even worse is that Sophia, he's acting so different now. The next time that I see him, I'm gonna punch him in so hard he's gonna fall back down. So don't acknowledge him. Only acknowledge Leva and the
He,
other.
he gives you several. It's like,
Okay. I won't do that.
Don't acknowledge him, don't answer him, nothing. Don't even listen to him. Just shut him.
Okay. Question. By the way,
Yeah?
what does shun mean?
It means to avoid him, like cast him out. Pretty
Hmm.
much.
Another question.
Yeah?
What does acknowledge mean?
It means like you see
Hmm.
them for who they are. Or at least like you see them, you listen to them, all that jazz.
Okay. Okay, I understand now.
Oh, so
Thanks, not
so she's smart whenever she doesn't like me, is what I'm hearing.
Hold on. When
Yeah,
did we
screw
teach her these
you.
words?
Jerk.
Yeah.
Next time I see you, I'm gonna bite your god darsh head off.
either way, Sophia, you're currently up at the helm.
Did
Yes,
we purchase
I
a dictionary?
am. And I am absolutely not doing helm-related things. So, Sophia came up here for a very specific purpose. He's
Mhm.
So, when we cut back to Sophia, he's doing like shadow boxing, basically, trying to test the confines of the glove and what it defines as a hit. So, he's seeing if like punching the air is enough to send, shockwaves of force outwards.
Mhm. Yeah.
And if it does, if
as
it.
you're
Oh, sorry.
just kind of striking the air, like your movements feel fluid, despite your recent slight strange sensations across your body. But the glove does not react in any way as you're just punching the air.
Okay, so it's not that. Barring that, Sophia will look for like a stray board or something.
Yeah, you have one right next to you.
Okay, so he'll pick that up, and with the gloved hand, he'll like give it a few test knocks, like as if he's just knocking on a door to see if that causes a
Mhm.
reaction.
Yeah, as you knock on the piece of wood, nothing happens.
Okay, final test. Sophia tosses the wood board in the air a bit, reels back with the gloved hand, and attempts to punch the board as it comes back down.
Mm-hmm. I won't have you roll for this one, but you rear back, and as you punch the board, you see the small runes on the surface of the glove glow for a moment. As the board gets knocked away slightly, before small white cracks appear within the board as it explodes into splinters.
Oh, and then it connects. Whew. Okay, all right. That's actually kind of cool. Sophia like says this while examining the glove on his hand, just like, yeah, that is kind of cool. I would do that some more, but we kind of need this ship intact, so I'll stop for now. And then he'll kind of begin assessing damages up here and across from what he can see.
Mm-hmm. So, as you go and do that, Killy, Alice, Lara kind of looks to the two of you, like, okay, well, seems you've gotten most of this ship fixed up. I'm guessing it's still full of water. Is there any other damages I need to be aware of?
Kind of ponder for a second. Not that I can immediately think of other than the massive hole at the very bottom.
Ah, I understand. Okay.
Hmm.
Well, I guess that's the next project for all this, because it seems everything else is fixed up. I guess I can come down with you to try and start fixing up the hole.
Sure.
All right, then. Killy, you coming with?
Yes, definitely.
Leia looks
So we
over at Natsu. Natsu, you want to help fix up the boat?
I guess. Just as long as I don't see Sophia.
Well, pretend to not hear what I'm about to say then.
Okay.
Sophia, where are you at?
Up here! He leans over like the railing on the deck directly to their right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Leia spots. He's like, hey,
Yo.
we're all gonna be working together to patch up this giant hole down below. You gonna assist, or what are you doing?
Sophia like looks behind him to see if there's any noticeable damage up here that he missed.
I mean, you can see, some of the cloth of the mast, like, hanging off of the bow. The
Hmm.
whole mast situation hasn't been fixed yet.
Yeah, just let Sophia just deal with the mass that's in the water.
Sophia looks back and says, I don't think there's a whole lot I can do to help the situation.
All right, then you're coming down below to assist in patching up the hole. If anything, with the little pathway we made, we can start having some people bring some wood over.
Fair enough. Sophia starts making his way down.
Mm-hmm. All right, strongest folks. Since all of you seemed in desperate need of someone with a plan, Natsu and you, new guy,
Sure.
What?
you seem to be the strongest folks around here. Make your way back over to shore and start bringing over some planks. We're gonna need materials to patch up this hole, I'm guessing.
Mm.
Sophia stops and thinks for a moment, and then he says out loud, I mean, I guess you're right, Leira. I am significantly stronger than Natsu. It would kind of be a waste of time to have her help you with the repair efforts and not me.
She looks over to you, kind of confused. Or it's like, I'm having her bring over the wood. That's the most physically demanding thing here, unless you want to go and start picking it up.
Sophia
I'm
leans
to,
in and whispers, I'm testing a thing, just go with it.
Can I roll to attack Sophia?
Sure, if you wish. What are you wanting to attack Sophia with?
Warhammer.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. Two-handed, by the way.
Yeah, I see.
Oh, she's doing this seriously. Oh.
All right.
Spell.
This is it. This is where I
Give me
die.
a second.
That's it.
Spells,
Yeah,
spells,
I was-
spells.
I was
spell.
gonna say I ready in action just in case something happens, but okay.
Too late.
Well, Natsu, go ahead and roll me to hit,
I'm looking
please.
for my D10.
Nat 20.
Unless the DM allows me to have ready the action I was intending to, I can't do anything.
What's a D10 again?
Yeah.
The Reckoning.
Shut up.
Where's your D10?
Oh man,
Oh,
still
no.
having issues remembering what dice are what. It's
Not
on
like
my.
last. Not like last time. At least it's not like
been
last.
like this forever. I'm sorry.
I gave you
Oh,
a pinned message for you to know the difference between them all.
Minute.
Can I?
Last time.
Let me see.
Where's
Can I
the
carry
D10 at, bruh?
Calico's bones?
Minute
Uh,
44.
Why you taking my
If you wish, you could go you can go grab Calico's bones if you wish.
Hell
him with-
yeah.
He would want his bones with noodle boobs.
All right. Well, you go and gather up Calico's bones.
Now to put
go
that
ahead
in my
and-
inventory.
Just Calico's skeleton.
For the context of this attack, I suppose Saphir will be positioned right here.
Hmm. Well, Natsu, have you found your dice yet?
No, I'm still looking. I'm looking at the
Wait.
pictures. Like, bruh.
You're looking at the.
Ah!
That's
wait.
it. You need to take more pictures and show.
Oh wait. Actually, since I didn't formally ask DM, would you allow me to, in this context, because Saphir had intentions behind what he said, would you allow him to ready in action before anything else happens?
I mean, considering you were kind of doing this to even like specifically to do a little thing, which I'm assuming is with Natsu, I'll allow it.
Okay, so in this
You
case,
allow-
the readied action is Misty Step, and the trigger is if she attacks me. So if she's rearing up for an attack, I'm immediately going to Misty Step, away from her attack range.
That's
I
it.
see.
Nat 20 roll for it.
Tumway, your D10 is the thing on the bottom left.
Is it the one with the 7?
I think it reads 2 on the picture. The
Two.
one that's a 7 is a
On the-
D12.
Okay, the one next to it. The one
Yeah,
that
but-
says 2 and an 8, right?
Bottom left?
Yeah, they
Okay,
said bottom
thank you.
left.
Thank you. That's all I
Mhm.
needed. Thank you.
I'm gonna make Calico's skeleton weigh about 10 pounds. Yeah.
Okay, let's do this. Let's do this a hit.
Better idea. Let's not, because
Let me
I'm
check something.
I'm Misty stepping away from your attack range.
The skeleton. The skeleton has a huge skeleton
see.
toe.
30 feet is about there.
Ooh, 21 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Bam.
So, Natsu,
Yes.
as you go and rush over to Sophir in an attempt to strike him, there's a moment as you see Sophir kind of glance over at you. Sophir, how would this look? In your words.
So, basically, as Natsu, in a somewhat enraged state, readies an attack against Sophir, after a very light jab, basically, like a verbal jab, he glances in a direction away from her attack, and silvery mist envelops him and carries him away. As her hammer swing collides with the ship where he once stood.
Mm-hmm.
And as he reappears away, Sophia kind of lets out a whistle that is not going to be audible if I do it, so I'm not going to bother. And says, yeah, pretty much. And he says, well, that's surprising. Almost seemed like you wanted to actually kill me there. Can't say I'm surprised, though.
As this happens, Lara just looks to the two of you. It's like, okay, no. This needs to stop. Okay. As Lara makes her over to you, Natsu. Natsu?
Lyra?
Okay. First off, I can't have you going and killing Sophia. No matter how mad you get. I can't let that happen. And second off, she looks over to
Hey.
you, Sophia, shooting daggers.
Sophia seems weirdly smug about the
Nah,
situation.
it's not.
What's up, Daddy?
Oh, nothing. I was trying to
Oh, you're
fix
talking to
someone's
someone else.
mistake.
So, Lara makes her way over to you, Sophia. As she just looks over and slaps you across the face.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm just getting hated by everyone today. Except Atlas, apparently.
I was about to do that.
Except Atlas.
Wow, even you, Kelly?
Accepted Atlas. Hate
She
you have
took
to
my
hate him
thumb.
too, Atlas.
I was
No,
about to say
I-
Atlas just gives an approving nod.
Atlas has to join in. He's doing it.
Wow, really feeling the love from this group that I have fought so hard to try and
Wait,
keep
hold
together.
on. There's like a perfect gift for this.
Well, I was gonna say, as Lara does this, she puts a hand on your shoulder, like, "Hey, we've been over this. You need to recollect yourself before you start causing issues."
Sophia kind of sighs, looks at Layra and says, "You get a little bit of power and enjoy it for just a minute, and suddenly everyone's against you." And he pushes past her and goes back. He's actually going to go across the table that he used to bring Layra across and make his way back across with the intent of going to the horse carriage.
Okay, so you're making your way back to shore. Okay. So you go and do that. Lara just kind of watches you leave before looking over to you, Haley. Sorry, I could see your arm winding back, but I didn't want to lose the opportunity.
It's all right. Shall
Yes,
we begin?
We both knew you
mending the
deserved
boat?
it.
Yes.
Let's begin boat repair. Atlas, you head. Actually, you stay with us because you're a fish. You'll probably be fine underwater. Natsu,
I could breathe.
you don't need to acknowledge him, but I would like you to go out there and start bringing some wood for the repairs.
Yes.
Please don't kill him or beat him up too much. We don't know what's going to be coming for us once this thing's fixed up.
I guess. Hmm,
Just do what you need to do, all right?
yeah.
All right. She leans down and like it's almost like unsure of like what to do for a moment before she just kind of gives you like a small pat on the back. She just nods to herself. Like, yeah, that's good. As she makes her way downstairs.
Mending, go. Woo woo wee 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 wee.
Oh, whoops. I mean to just like move the mat for a second. Not the box. I didn't even know that
Move.
box was
Wee wee
movable.
wee wee
Move
wee.
box?
Mending complete.
That black box between hold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
I didn't know that was movable. So when I tried to move the map, it
Oh.
moved it instead.
Your pronouns are she, her. My pronouns are problem.
Pronouns are a problem?
My pronouns are chaos.
Yeah.
And
I am once was.
Once what? Once what?
I'm actually going to use this opportunity to turn off my AC because it's getting freezing in here.
So question.
Either way.
Getting the wood. Does that mean I have to go, excuse me, back on land?
Yes, it would.
Okay.
And unfortunately, you're going to be with Sophia bringing wood to the boat.
I did the thing. My bad.
Okay, I'm back. What I miss?
So,
You're on land with Natsu.
so I'm gonna say, quick thing.
uh-oh,
Atlas.
my game is being weird.
Yes.
Oh no. We'll deal with
I
you in a
went
second,
to
Natsu.
go back in and I
Uh-huh.
can't move anything.
Well, I mean, I did hide your character.
No, I mean like my mouse thingy.
So, what? So you're not able to move anything around, or what?
No, I'm not. I'm gonna have to like exit and then rejoin the map thingy.
Yeah, that's fine. Just refresh the page. But anyway,
Okay, that's better.
So,
Panic attack almost.
you're good. You're good. Anyway, Atlas, I'm guessing you're
Mhm.
making your way downstairs to assist in patching up the boat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. He
So,
just kind of follows everyone, keeping an eye on everyone.
mm-hmm.
That hole is done.
Mm-hmm. Now let's see what we can do down here. As Lyra dives down into the water.
Atlas just
Head first
descends
dive.
like he's walking downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Bloop.
Mm-hmm. So, with this, Lyra looks around, sees the giant hole, looks to you, Killy, and just kind of points at the hole, making similar motions to like Palpatine in the unlimited power scene. Like zap zap.
Killy would shake his head as he would be unable to patch something this big.
Lyra then points over to one of the edges of the hole and does the zap zap motion again with a shrug.
Well, he would nod and then at least go over and try to mend it.
Mm-hmm. So the edges do begin to patch up slightly, but the patchwork does end prematurely before the entire hole can be sealed up. As you would get to right around here-ish. Yeah, there we go.
Now that's a pretty good mending.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, get about
Atlas
there
would-
before it just abruptly stops.
I would have light going just to make it easier for everyone to see.
Gotcha. So, with that, any attempts to mend further just don't work. They just aren't, none of the little bits of wood in the water are reconnecting. Though I assume you would try and patch up the other side as well, Keely?
Yes.
Okay. So you go and patch up the other side as well, which gets to about here.
Magic hand.
Mm-hmm. But with that, you have a significantly smaller hole to repair.
No.
And then the front, which we need to read.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know you already had dealt with that one, but I know you hadn't dealt with the one in the very front. Not yet. Regardless.
Drown.
Yep. I will say, with Killy, I am going to need you to roll me a quick con check. Instead of a con save.
I hope we don't
Brain,
lose another
where-
one to
Where is
drowning.
con?
Check.
17 total.
Nice.
Nice.
So, having to basically try and speak underwater, it works somewhat well. Each of your spells take a few times to eventually get off, like for them to actually cast. And even then, it takes about a minute for the spell to even work.
Yeah.
But regardless, after that, you've managed to do your task, though you are very low on air. Kind of struggling to keep going, as Lyra is similarly going to go back up to get a breath of air.
Bruh.
Atlas is a
And then
god
back
among
down
these
immediately.
mortals.
All right,
Oh, I am just continuously just
just sitting there.
just trying to find
Continuously.
wood, just trying to find wood pieces and try to like place them back.
Mhm.
Continuously
So-
sitting.
So while you guys are doing this, Sophia and Natsu,
Oh,
and don't worry, Lumi, you will be here soon enough.
Kiss me, fish man. Give me air.
I mean, if you invite me, sure.
Regardless, Sophia, Natsu,
Yeah.
yeet.
you're both at the shore. Sophie, you've currently made your way back over to the cart. You're next to Lemon.
Yeah.
Lemon just looks to you and idly pats the ground once with her hoof.
Sophia would, while he's with Lemon, he would reach into his pack to see if he can find anything to feed her.
Mm-hmm. Searching into your pack, you have, well, ironically enough, a lemon.
Sophia takes it out, kind of holds it up sheepishly, like, eh?
Lemon kind of sniffs the lemon for a moment before she goes to bite down on it. There's a moment that passes before her teeth manage to break the outer skin of the lemon.
Squirts
Before-
it into his eye.
It does not squirt into his eye, but there's a moment as this happens as immediately Lemon starts like shaking her head back and forth all around the place. Very upset. As
Why
it
would you do this again?
spits out the lemon.
I was just offering it to
Done
her.
this before.
So
This has happened before.
I know. I was just wondering if she'd be able to bear with it. That's why I offered the lemon, because I don't have much else in the way of food. So
Well, we do have a strange papaya that's on me right now.
well, good for you, but Sophia doesn't have that.
Because I just
Yeah.
started to
So-
take everything.
We're still in like a forested area, right?
Yes, over at shore, that is a forested area. With that, by the way, Natsu, you've caught up. You're now also at shore. You can see that of Sophia hanging out next to Lemon, and just further down the shore, you can see the pile of wood planks that was made earlier, thanks to Calico and I believe Sophia's efforts.
Yeah.
Mm,
As Lemon like shakes her head no to the offer of the actual lemon, Sophia just says, "Yeah, I guess I'm just disappointing a lot of people today, aren't I?" And Sophia puts the lemon. He contemplates putting it back in his pack, but then he just kind of drops it, like nobody's gonna want to eat that.
Mm.
You don't know that.
And with that, he's gonna try and see if he can spot a tree that's maybe got some apples or something.
Okay, you roll me
Berries.
perception. Natsu, what are you doing?
Can I roll to sneak and
Perception.
like
got a
have
10,
Sophia
jam.
be unable
I
to
got it.
detect
I got a
me?
10
So I can
total.
kick him in the nuts.
Sure, you can try. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check, Natsu.
I rolled a 10
Uh,
on finding an apple tree.
At disadvantage, by the way.
Let me think. Do I have anything in my spell list that would help with this?
Total is 24.
Dang, even at disadvantage?
Yes. I rolled a
So-
19 plus 5.
So you rolled 19 twice.
Don't worry, you remember what disadvantage
Like
is,
a
right?
19 and a 20?
What do you mean? The first thing that I rolled was a 15.
I
Then
said
the-
disadvantage.
Oh! How do you do that again?
Another d20, take the lower roll.
So when you have advantage, it's 2 rolls and you take the higher one. Disadvantage is 2 rolls and you take the lower one.
Oh! So my first roll is a 19.
Correct.
Second
Oh.
roll.
Where is... Oh, shit. Oh.
Second roll.
I'm dying inside.
Oh, what happened?
It's still a stupid 19. What the heck?
19?
So
What?
Forcefully throw this again this time and actually see what I get. I'm going to chuck this at the other side of the room,
What?
and we're gonna
You're
see
not
what it
gonna
lands
find-
on.
You're gonna throw it to the
I
other
did picture
side
what
of
it
the
lands
room.
on.
Are you gonna lose your dice? He's
So
gonna
you
throw
lose
it
your
into the
dice.
void. Goodbye, dice.
That dice is gonna no clip out of reality.
It's gonna no clip.
It's gonna enter
just
the
gonna
back
fall.
rooms.
It's gonna fall through the floor.
Why does my dice hate me?
What you
Why
get?
does my dice hate me so much?
What happened?
What happened?
I'm just gonna like
What
share this picture with you guys.
picture?
Okay.
Okay.
This is
2 19s and then finally something
17.
better. Yeah.
so what?
I chucked this across the room.
So I'm guessing you're saying 19 total.
Nice. Throwing dice.
Is that what
across
you've
the
been saying?
room.
Because you've been saying 19.
No, I think she's
Me?
saying... I think she's saying that she rolled 2 19s in a row, and then... thinking that the
17.
second 19 didn't count, she threw the dice to get a different
So-
roll, and then got a
Yeah,
17.
and then she said, finally something better, and she rolled a 17.
Yeah.
Wait, how
Yeah,
is
no,
that
this-
17
I was so-
better?
I was so pissed off by just rolling a second 19. So
I
So
mean,
you-
it would have been the same
17
result
was the-
either way, because rolling the same of 2 numbers on advantage or disadvantage means you just take that number.
Yeah, which is good. You know, she doesn't.
I mean, regardless, either of these rolls, you're definitely beyond that of Sophier's passive perception.
Oh,
So
I rolled for fun.
Roll
I
for
guess
fun.
so. Regardless, despite your the general noise created by your chainmail, Natsu, you managed to sneak up on this man like a ghost in the night.
Stop yelling at me!
That way I can just kick him in the nuts from behind.
Okay, go ahead and roll me an unarmed strike at advantage.
Oh no, Sophia.
Would this constitute being surprised?
Yeah,
Most likely, yes.
that's why it's
Well-
advantage.
Well, then the answer is no, because I have the alert feat.
I mean, regardless of situation, also doesn't alert not even give you like immunity to being surprised anymore?
I don't think
I'm pretty sure it still does.
does it.
Let me... Where's
just
the
a
wording on it?
bonus. Bonus initiative. Is
No, not anymore.
Yeah, it says bonus to initiative.
Yeah,
where
that's it.
actually, where is it? I can't...
You are thinking of the old version of alert, my friend.
How old is that? Old.
Normal, like 5th edition, but with the new update, alert no longer makes
Oh.
it be that you cannot be surprised.
Oh, that's stupid, though.
It allows you to add your proficiency to your initiative, as well as allowing you, whenever you roll initiative, to swap your initiative with one of your with a willing ally.
Wait,
Yeah,
you
I don't think
can
I...
do that?
I don't think I have any of those.
So anyway, what was that, Natsu?
22 to hit.
Damn.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, that hits.
Even if I had the opportunity to use shield, that would still hit.
Tomoe's too good. Always 20 plus with rolling the hit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so my
Ooh,
nuts
damage.
are taking a second hit. Great.
Now let's see what damage is.
Oh no.
Yep.
Max damage.
That's with a d6, if I can find it.
It's the cube.
Cool.
The cube?
Cube,
Which
cube,
one? Which
cube.
one cube?
Oh god. Oh god, my throat
I'm
hurts.
with a bunch of children.
What cube?
7 total.
7 total.
Yeah, almost
All right.
max.
So, Sophia, as you're busy trying to look around, trying to find an apple for, Lemon, because she's been having a bit of a rough time with your treats.
Mm.
Just rather suddenly, as you're walking around, glancing between trees, there is suddenly an immense pain directly to your crotch. You fall to your knees.
Can I make a con save to not fall to my knees?
Absolute check.
In this situation, I am. You know what? Considering your crazy con, I'll allow you to make that save.
23.
still have the pain.
Yeah.
You still got all the pain.
So here's
I
so
love
here's
how
here's a contextualization of what happened. Natsu sneaks up behind Sophia, cracks him square in the nuts, as hard as she thinks she can, and his knees sort of begin to buckle, and he, looks like he's about to start whimpering or crying, but he stifles it all, and slowly but surely begins to turn to face Natsu with a look of absolute indignation on his face.
Natsu, this man did not react nearly in the same fashion you would have expected him to, if I were to hanker a guess.
They put him into a headlock?
Oh. So basically, you're wanting to grapple him.
Yes.
Please, we need the wood.
I am. Yeah, I'm stumbling over words, is what I'm doing.
Just
Can I use my?
So
What was
I
it?
was gonna say, since Natsu's trying to grapple you, unless you have some other thing you wish to try, Sophia, you can do a dexterity saving throw.
There was something of a reaction I was going to take after she hit me.
Go ahead.
I'm going
I love how I
to.
come back to PvP.
I'm going to.
Yep.
I'm gonna, as a reaction, kind of unintentionally cast Hellish Rebuke. And
I see.
Natsu, I would like you to make a dex save.
Okay.
Why are we doing this?
We're fighting.
Tearing this family apart.
Apparently, party members are fighting. I just returned from doing something. I'm still confused on what's going on.
Just
going on?
yeah, look under your saving throw modifiers, and then roll a d20 and add whatever's on dex.
I mean, we're not there, so we're just vibing. Duh.
Just vibing on the boat.
How do you
Essentially.
You roll a d20, and then look under saving throw modifiers, and where it says dex, you add or subtract the number that is in that box. I honestly don't care what the
17 total?
What was that?
17.
17. God damn, you rolled a 15.
Okay, so you succeed the save. However, that doesn't stop the damage. So Natsu, as you crack Sophia in the nuts and he turns to face you with a look of righteous fury and indignation, you take 8 points of fire damage. And you are... Well, you probably would have been pushed back if you failed the save, but you didn't, so now you're just kind of burning a bit.
It would not push him back anyway.
Oh yeah, right.
Even-
Sorry, I was reading the wrong
even
thing
if
there.
they succeed.
I don't know what I was reading, honestly.
Regardless, yeah, Natsu, as you go and, kick Sophia, he looks over to you as his body briefly combusts into green flames, kind of just blasting against you as you get burned.
And as this
for
happens,
8 points of
Sophia
fire damage.
Sophia kind of looks at you, Natsu, and says, "What is your problem?"
What is your problem?
Sophia looks genuinely
That
dumbfounded.
stupid glove, you changed. Snap out of it.
Saphir kind of brings his hands to his face, like clasped together as if to emphasize frustration, and says, "It has been no less than an hour since I found this thing, and you have had nothing but a problem with it. It's done nothing wrong."
But it's changed you. I like the old you.
Oh, what? You like the old, weak me? Are you the only one allowed to have power here?
You were never weak. You just didn't know how to bring out your full strength.
I've been
your
nothing but
potential.
weak! Saphir kind of uncharacteristically is raising his voice at you.
You've never been weak.
Then why don't you tell me? Tell me what I've managed to do that's had a positive impact on any of us in the last few days.
You were like a dad to me. Now, I don't know what to think anymore.
As if you need another dad.
I looked up to you.
As this is happening, Atsu, you see that of your the red cap, your dad, kind of appear next to you. He just kind of strolls over, watching this whole situation happen. It's like, lass, you didn't waste your breath on him. I don't think he'd be worth it.
If you don't want to follow me anymore, that's your prerogative. But I'm not going to give up something that I consider a valuable tool. If it doesn't do me any good, I'll discard it. End of story. But until such time comes, it's sticking around. So get used to it.
Go screw yourself, you big jerk.
Come on, lass. We got things we got to go do, right?
Yeah. I don't need this jerk.
You never needed me. So don't pretend otherwise.
Can I run away?
Which way are you running away?
Away from Sophia.
Okay. Well, that's plenty of directions. Are you running towards the wood? Are you running into the woods? Are you running back to the ship?
The
Where
woods.
go?
Oh, you're okay. Are you sure that you wish to do this?
Yes, because I am like very teed off, upset, and I want nothing to do with Sophia.
Oh no. What time of day is it?
At this point, considering how things were last session, it is nearing sunset.
Uh-oh. Don't do it.
Look, emotions are high. Natsu isn't thinking.
Well,
But, okay. Sophia, what are you doing?
I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm making a judgment call.
judgment call. Roll that judgment call.
Poor
7.
decisions.
Wait, is it-
Poor
did-
decisions.
Did you get
Poor
7
decisions.
last time?
I did.
Yeah, it was 7
I
last time.
I did indeed get a
You
7
got
last time.
7.
Okay,
You
so
can only roll 7s.
apparently... Here, let's put that to the test again. Why don't we? It's not going to mean anything.
6.
Oh wait, almost.
Okay, never mind. Never mind. I
That
can
would've been
only...
insane.
Never mind.
you
I can
got
only
this
roll
triple
numbers
7.
below a 10, apparently.
Wow, the 777 would have been so good.
I would just like to point out, I don't have this issue whenever Tomoe is absent.
Yeah, outside of these sessions, the man's luck is honestly not bad.
True. Wait, actually true.
Yeah,
I
especially...
remember the last session.
So-
what you were rolling really good.
Okay, with a 7 on that judgment call, against his better judgment in this moment, Sophia is going to, as Natsu is running away, he's gonna do something. I need to think of what that thing is for a sec.
What do?
Yeah. If only I could stop being so congested. Hmm. How close am I to Lemon at this point?
I mean, you would be fairly close, like a few steps away.
Would I be able to unhitch Lemon and give chase to Natsu on her?
I mean, yeah, I think you could. You could, yeah. I mean, you'd have to see how to unhitch Lemon, but you know, if you can get her off, then yeah.
All right, then. That's the course of action we're taking.
Okay then. Please roll me a dexterity check, please.
Oh my god, I finally got above a 10.
But it still has a 7.
True,
That-
it do be.
At that point, it's just
Seven.
lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, 17 total.
But all right, yeah, you managed to undo the various latches keeping Lemon onto the cart. Lemon is now free, though Lemon does not have a saddle, so you're gonna have a hard time staying on her.
Don't worry, just ride
Yeah.
her bareback.
He already took a shot to the nuts. There's not much else that can hurt it at this point.
All right, so you go into Mount Lemon as you begin to make your way after Natsu. Natsu.
Yeah.
Actually, real quick, back at the boat, Lyra at this point has gone back up above the water's surface. Just kind of looking to Keely and Atlas. Well, I imagine they both have also made their way up to the surface since it's been a long time.
Fair.
As she just kind of looks to you two, is like, man, they are really taking their time bringing that wood over here.
Would you check on that?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't heard any screaming.
That is true.
She
They
didn't.
should be fine.
She didn't hear Sophia shouting at Natsu. Apparently.
Want to play a game of dice? Or cards?
You're on. As she goes and makes her way over and pulls over a barrel.
Damn, just vibing. It's all good here.
Thank you,
Like,
Atlas,
hold
for
on, what are we
contributing more
doing?
to this party than Sophia is. Apparently.
Playing games while waiting for everyone else to come back with the wood, unknowing that currently there is some violence between that of the Sophia and Natsu. There, looks over to you, Kaylee. Care to join us?
Play for.
I'll
play for
stick around
money.
for one game. I can do that.
Bet
All right,
everything.
All right. What do we have on us? Dice, cards, 3 Dragon Ante.
I have playing cards.
You have playing cards?
Yep.
Well, all right then. I'm fine with that. We'll do some basic poker.
Ooh, I haven't
No.
played that one before.
All right. What are we wanting the stakes to be?
You
Maybe,
guys not just do this for fun?
oh, just for fun? You don't want to have any
Yeah.
stakes?
Oh, hey, Siku's here. Welcome,
What are
Siku.
stakes?
Rations.
Nada.
Rations are also available. I was going to offer 3 gold coins.
Oh, money. I could offer.
I don't know if you saw that stuff from a
5
second ago
gold
with
coins.
Sophia and Natsu, Siku. But if you didn't, you missed some stuff.
Well, either way, as you all discuss what exactly you're going to be playing for. Meanwhile, back with Natsu and a Sophia that's chasing her on horseback.
These two are having character development, okay?
Clearly. Natsu.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and roll a little something here. Blamsky. Oh, okay.
A Natsu fan.
Well, that's fascinating. Okay, so Natsu, wow, this kind of works out amazingly. Natsu, as you run off into the woods, there's this brief moment as you're, weaving between trees. You can suddenly hear the accelerating hoof falls of a horse, being lemon, rapidly gaining on you. Before suddenly in front of you, between some trees, this green light appears as you run straight first into someone that just suddenly appears in front of you. Kira, you have suddenly managed to finally make your way into another realm after some advice from that of your colony, and immediately got banged in the face, or rather banged in the chest, by that of some fast thing.
Does Natsu run through that?
Depends. Natsu, would running head first into an entire person stop you?
Yeah.
I mean, she does have horns.
Little nubs, yeah. But yeah, Kira, you've just had someone ram their head straight into your gut.
Wait, what? So what is happening?
That's bludgeoning damage, right?
Damn it, Natsu,
Well,
get back here!
I'm basically filling you in, Lumi. You're back in the game. You have appeared through that of a small portal. You just appeared within the Prime world and instantly got headbutted in your gut.
I was so zoned.
Surprise, surprise, you're part of the game now. Because this wonderful little person managed to roll a 98 on a D100.
98. Wait, what happened? I was like fully zoned out. I came out of a portal?
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
To reiterate what has happened for you, Kira,
Redo.
you've been, back where you're from. You were looking for a portal to enter that of the Prime world because of your whole journey thing, as per said in your backstory. You remember your backstory, the important things that define who your character is and what's happened to them. You finally found said portal, and the minute you walked through it, you were immediately headbutted right in your stomach.
Wait, what? Get headbutt by what?
By Natsu, her head.
By Natsu. Wait, why you headbutt? Wow. Why do?
Because she was
Because
running.
Natsu didn't know you were there, and she was running away from Sophia.
Yes.
You have been clearly out of it, because you have not caught on to any of the crazy dramatics that have been happening.
No, I was not out of it. Okay, I was paying attention.
Oh yeah? Let me ask, what is Atlas, Lyra, and Killy doing right now?
Do card
Alright, you were paying
or
attention somewhat.
something?
Some part of you was paying attention.
The non-jellified part.
A brain cell was paying attention.
The non-jelly brain part.
Man had one active neuron.
That thing is working overtime.
Clearly.
No. Okay, so I got headbutt. So
Mm-hmm. Mhm. So
I took
as you go and get hit, but you're kind of knocked over, as is Natsu. Silver, you rapidly catch up to Natsu. Suddenly you find her like right next to some other figure that you do not recognize. By the way, Kira, what do you look like?
Damn, how do I pull my? I don't have a bigger version of the thing, but I have it pulled up on stream somewhat. I guess he looks like. How do I? Wow, I'm bad at describing.
Just give it your best
What-
shot.
What do I look
Height.
like?
Give us his height or her height. Sorry, their height, them's height.
Oh, it's a guy. I guess he's kind of
He
like
height.
maybe like 5'8", 5'9" ish. Kind of average, right?
I'm just
You
now
look
looking at your
like-
sheet. Lumi, did you not add any details to what your character looks like under the characteristics tab?
No.
I
He almost
wish.
has this orange, almost like aura to him. His clothes, he's got, you see like wings on him. It's kind of like, imagine like autumn themed. There's like flowers and things like that attached to his wings. His hair, his wings, his colors, he has like a cream color. And he has like, he's got like almost like feline ears.
It's getting warmer in here.
All right.
You see an autumn eladrin, correct?
Yeah.
So, I'm going to go and take a crack at this, just not knowing your character and just kind of looking off of your image.
Oh,
You see that of a 5'7" humanoid with that of short white hair, sort of styled in that of a pixie cut,
yeah.
ears that are somewhat elven in nature, but have been decorated with small bits of fur and maybe a feather or two to kind of make them seem more pronounced, more visible, as well as a sort of an almost oriental style robe that they wear on their person. The robe is seemingly themed after birds and has a wing design going across the sleeves.
Yeah, he's like, I guess right now he's attuned to autumn, so like his appearance is like autumn themed.
Mm-hmm. Past that, the various colors across the person are lots of oranges and slight browns, with that of a almost a pleasant perfumey smell that kind of comes from them.
Weird.
Either way, the reason I say this is because I know you mentioned wings. Kira, you do not have wings. I know your art
wings?
has wings. You do not have wings.
No wing. Wow. Wingless. I will be
Aw,
wingless.
he's not a fairy. Uncool dude.
I'm going to hurt someone. Okay. And that someone's going to be me by the end of this.
Oh no.
I will have you
Either-
hurt me before you hurt yourself.
Back to this
Like-
high stakes game.
Regardless, Sophia, you've arrived to see Kira on the ground as well as a Natsu trying to get her bearings after suddenly running into something that wasn't there.
Okay. So Sophia, after witnessing that, acknowledges the person that Natsu ran into, but is not actively paying attention to them. jumps off of Lemon, and in one fluid motion, centers himself on the ground, raises the gloved hand, and looks at Natsu and says, "You really want me to take this off? Fine. But just know this. If I die, it was your fault." And he seems to be giving Natsu an ultimatum here.
It's fine by me.
All right.
Gonna make an actual,
Okay.
gonna make a judgment call here. If I roll another 7, I
course.
swear. What even? What even? I rolled 3 7s in a row on judgment call. There are other numbers. D&D Beyond.
Seven.
else, it didn't matter. But when it came to a judgment roll, it was 7.
No, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Seven.
Guys. 777. You hit the jackpot.
That's what I'm saying.
The
You
curse
really
of the
did hit the jackpot.
The curse of the 7.
So,
Sophia, for no explicable reason, go ahead and add 30 gold to your inventory.
okay. Okay, considering it's probably gonna be gone soon anyway.
For no discernible reason. Just,
Why you?
there's suddenly
why
an
you
extra
got-
20 gold in your pouch.
Why
So-
you get 20 gold?
So Fear with a degree of trepidation present on his face. He looks at the glove, places a thumb underneath the cuff, and slowly begins trying to remove it.
Mhm. So, Sophia, as you go and start doing this, the edges of the glove, like the ones that kind of wrapped around your fingers, kind of tighten slightly, as if they're trying to prevent themselves from being slid off.
Fear winces in pain as this happens.
Mhm. But I'm assuming you continue trying to take off the glove?
Yeah, he will do so very slowly. I will say this right now, if I had rolled an even number, I would have just ripped it off as quick as I could
Mm-hmm.
on that judgment call.
So as you do this, while the glove does, the edges of the glove do try and constrict only slightly. It doesn't hurt. Like there's just a little bit of pressure as it tries to stay in your hand.
Mm.
But you slowly manage to take off the glove, and the minute the glove is fully separate from your hand, Natsu, you see Sophia rapidly beginning to go pale.
Sophia? Are you
Sophia, you start feeling quite sick. Your nose starts to run. Your stomach feels like you're gonna throw up. Your legs are shaking.
Can I do anything to help him?
No, he's
Like what, dear Natsu?
May I help?
He's
No,
just
sure,
lactose
you can-
intolerant. He's fine.
What can I do to help, though?
Oh man, this whole situation started as soon as you took off the glove. Maybe that's got something to do with it.
Yeah, it's
Maybe.
creating your life force, you dummy.
And maybe it's all.
Don't put random things on that you don't know how they're gonna react to.
I mean, okay, in a completely non-metagamey fashion, Natsu has no way of knowing if keeping the glove on is going to kill him. She currently knows that having the glove off is killing him. So do with that what you will.
This is very true.
But Kira, you were wanting to try and help. What do you want to try and
I
do?
know. I think
Yes.
what happened, he's trying to very confused and like getting up from getting headbutted. So
He's having a heck of a time over for like welcome to this new place. Gets to ran into by a
Kinda-
small entity, and then all of a sudden he sees a person die.
he's trying to get his bearings.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you two? Oh,
Here,
human.
you need to hang in there.
I haven't seen a human before.
Give me the glove now.
So Sophia, you are rapidly struggling. Go ahead and remove half of your HP.
Do you want me to keep the dark glove on me, or remove it for the sake of context and then have it?
You can take it off.
Okay, so I'll just subtract, what is it? 20, no, not 20. 15 HP.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sophia, you, at this point, you fall to your knees as you begin to cough up blood.
Can I use cure wounds?
Oh, sure, go ahead.
The entire time
So
this
I
is
guess-
happening, he is maintaining eye contact with Natsu as best he can.
So I guess this
Can I
guy
try
behind
to do
you
medicine?
is so confused.
Hey, you
I-
can, Natsu. Yes, yes, you can.
Doing medicine.
A person is dying, and 3 people back on the boat are just playing cards.
Mhm.
I
That's-
can't-
Meanwhile, back on the boat.
Like-
Hmm.
I
Oh,
rolled a
I guess
nat
we're going back to the
Baffled.
boat. I
Wow.
guess. Never mind.
Gosh,
She nat
dang.
20.
All right, so Natsu.
Yes.
So this is gonna suck to hear. So looking at Sophia,
Hmm.
you know, with all the little medical bits that you've seen from that of Lara, like immediately nothing appears obvious to be wrong with him. He just seems to be dying, just suddenly. And the only thing that has changed, that has caused this man to start dying, was him taking off the glove.
Off the glove. Did I see him take off the glove? I don't think I saw it. Probably not.
You probably would have. It happened like roughly a couple feet away from you.
It was
I
probably
mean,
knocked.
yeah, Kara was gathering his bearings.
Yeah, I
This
think
is
I was
fair.
knocked on my face.
This is fair.
He was knocked on his face, so he probably didn't see it.
And
But he's
like,
still, he's gonna try to
those-
cure wounds.
yeah,
So
Kara, go ahead and do cure wounds. I'm gonna continue Natsu's description of her nat 20 in a minute once you do that.
okay. So he's gonna like this guy needs help. A human. I've never seen one.
Try to,
He's gonna
call out
touch him
that
on his
whatever
shoulder
deity
and
or
cure
whatnot that
wounds.
Gave him that dumb glove.
I
Well,
guess the
sorry,
total
there were
19.
multiple people talking at once, Natsu. I couldn't quite hear what
Oh.
you said.
Go
Sorry.
ahead, Natsu.
Can I
Uh,
try and call out to whatever deity thing that gave him the glove?
I mean, you could certainly try.
Ooh, you gave me back 19 HP. That'll keep me alive for a few
Oh,
seconds.
lovely.
I can only use that once.
Yep. So, so Natsu, as you're calling out to whatever this deity is, like, you get no response. As Sophia, there's a very brief moment in which you feel slightly better before it immediately goes back to being awful again. Go ahead and half your HP again for me, please.
It's just haptic.
17 HP going down.
How can I freaking help him from not dying without the stupid glove?
Can I
At-
find out what
you have
happened
the
to
seven?
him?
So, Natsu, as much as you're wanting to get rid of it, whatever that glove has done to him has clearly already done its damage.
And it's the only thing that keeps him alive.
Can I roll to find out a way that
Sophia,
it was the glove?
go ahead and roll me a quick perception check.
Alright, here's the low roll again. I'm not gonna perceive anything. Oh, wait, never mind.
Oh, okay.
Got
18.
an 18
Lovely.
total.
You
So-
see Gorith with a hammer above your.
So, yeah. So, as this is happening, you suddenly notice like this like very tight feeling in your chest as you feel that your heart is not beating. And weirdly, even though you can feel your heart isn't beating, you can still hear a heartbeat coming from your glove. The glove that you've taken off.
Only he can hear that heartbeat.
Sophia, through pained breaths, begins to speak and says, "So that's how it is." And he slips the glove back on.
So, Sophia, go ahead and return to you the benefits of the glove, but your HP is going to remain at whatever it currently is. So, current HP, I believe, is 16 for you at the moment?
Correct. I will subtract, I believe, 38. Nope, I was close.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, as this happens, Natsu, you see Sophia just put the glove back on as suddenly color returns to his face, like rapidly spreading out from the glove as Sophia looks better, though he still looks pale. Sophia, you cough up like one more cough of blood, but you seem to feel a bit better, although your insides now feel like they're on fire.
One more cough of blood.
Sophia very slowly begins to shamble to his feet, maintaining eye contact with Natsu. And before he turns around, he says, "Well, looks like you almost got your wish. But I've still got work to do." And he turns around and begins making his way back to Lemon.
All right, then.
Natsu,
I was
what are you
gonna
doing?
ask if he was okay, but I guess he's okay.
Sitting by a tree near the new person.
Okay. So you're sitting by a tree near Kira.
As Sophia is walking away, can he cast Cure Wounds on himself?
Yes, you can.
Yay! That's my pact slot, right?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure I check off the right thing. Hiya! 12 HP.
Mm-hmm.
I am not looking as bad as I was before. Still pretty bad, though.
Mm-hmm. So, you make your way back to Lemon. As, I imagine you go and make your way back to the cart.
Yep. Before he begins doing that, Sophia, now sitting on Lemon, is going to look back at Kira, and seeing that they are somewhat confused, he's just gonna say, "I have no idea who you are, but thank you for trying to help. Unfortunately, it seems whatever this thing is going to do to me is pretty set in stone. I hope you didn't waste anything by an exercise in futility."
Right. Huh. I can only use that spell once. But I tried to help. You're a human, right?
Sophia looks down and says, "You know, I'm starting to wonder if I really am anymore." And he begins riding, not like super fast. He's kind of just slow galloping away on Lemon, kind of letting himself rest a bit.
Slow gal-
Mm-hmm.
A trot, that's the word.
Gone.
A slow
You begin
trot.
trotting away.
Right.
I couldn't think of the word.
Well,
They sure are taking a long time with the wood.
they really are.
I should also just
I fold.
mention. I just wanted to mention
Royal
before.
flush again.
I just wanted to mention before. Sophia, once he
Does
gets
that
back to
count
that
up?
place, is going to start moving the wood as best as he can.
You were saying, Atlas?
I was saying, does that because you said you folded, and then it sounded like freaking he said he lost. So Atlas just goes, "Does that mean he won?" I just thought we were having our own conversation. Sorry.
But no, don't worry. I mean, poker has multiple rounds. You guys get into the next round. Will Atlas and Killy, do you both mind rolling me wisdom checks? Killy, since you are proficient in playing cards, you can add your proficiency bonus as well.
20 wisdom.
Wisdom check, you said, correct?
Yes.
Yes, that's
Wow.
a 20. That's a 20 total.
That one.
Wait, you actually did?
Yes, I got a nat one.
He do be getting the nat the 1+4.
He did say this is his first time playing poker.
Oh
Gosh
no.
dang.
That's true.
Damn.
So as you play the game, Alice, you end up getting some cards that you're not sure if they're great, but considering that this 8 of clubs and this 2 of hearts that you have here, they look fine. I mean, that's those were cards that someone had in a winning hand, you're pretty sure.
Maybe.
So you end up going all in
Oh,
on the first round.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, did we ever say that what were the stakes?
I would say at the end of it, you guys probably agreed on doing probably 5 gold pieces.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, just go all in.
All in.
Mm-hmm.
Bet all of your gold pieces.
Because I want to make sure if I'm losing money, if I how much gold am I losing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Seeing this, Lara decides to go all in as well. It's the only way to match up with your attempt. So she calls.
Same here.
Killy,
Oh.
with general setup and how these two are playing, you've got the beginnings of a full house.
Oh.
So you end up going as well. And by the end of it, Killy, you end up winning the pot. Go ahead and increase your gold by 10.
Read 'em and weep.
I would have thought 3 of a kind would have been fine. Though, that Atlas, that was... Your hand is awful.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I don't know this
Yes.
game.
But good try.
You have a high card of 3.
What? I mostly play Go Fish and batching cards.
Of course you play Go Fish.
He reminds me of a Pro ZD skit where he goes, read 'em and weep, boys. Go fish.
You just remind me of a scene from Gravity Falls.
Yep.
Wow, boss, you're so good at this game.
Either way, back over to confusion and drama.
Confused.
So, yeah, Kira, you're currently in the middle of the woods with Natsu sitting, next to a tree, and the other guy that you attempted to heal has trotted off on his horse.
He's gone. Is Natsu here?
Yes, Natsu is here. She's sitting next to a tree.
Natsu? I don't know your names, Natsu. I guess he notices you by the tree. And he's like, oh, you there. You're not human. You look like...
No, I'm not human.
Oh, you look similar to someone from my world.
Huh?
Are you
Yeah,
from the...
and
Do I know?
Natsu.
Would I know she's from the... Like the Fey realm? Would I be able
Well,
to
I will say, feline features does not denote being from the Fey realm. I'm going to tell you this.
I think I see the horns, right?
You would
Or-
see the small horn nubs. You'd also see her cat ears.
He's got like a different type of cat ears, though.
Hmm. Either way, Natsu.
Would I know she's the one that headbutted me?
Oh, most definitely. You have two little pinpricks of pain in your gut that would definitely match up with her little horn nubs. But, Natsu,
Yeah.
as you're sitting by the tree, you see Kira, and to you, you would immediately recognize Kira as an Eladrin. Eladrin are from the Feywild.
You seem oddly familiar. Do I know you? Or have we met before?
No. I grew up in a really secluded place in the Fae. Probably haven't met, but I think we're both from the Fae.
As this is happening, Natsu, your father appears again as he takes a seat next to you. Well, I'll be another Fey lad. What a surprise.
You scared me.
Sorry, kiddo.
It's okay.
I saw the whole thing between you and Sophia.
Yeah.
Sorry to say, but I don't think he's going to be getting rid of that glove anytime soon.
From what it looks like, that glove might be his, life source.
That is usually how a lot of Manny's things tend to work. Hey. They tend to inflict some kind of dependency.
No question.
Hmm?
Does this person look familiar to you?
You?
Oh, the Eladrin.
Are you speaking to me, or you're looking off in another direction? Are you talking to someone else?
Yeah. I'm talking to my father.
Your father.
Kira, you see no one else here.
He does. He does have the ability, though, I think, to see him. But he doesn't quite know.
Are you sure, though?
Wouldn't it be... Wait, like, out of character, wouldn't, if I use Blink, would that work?
No.
What, to see him?
Yeah. Wouldn't that go in, like, the ethereal?
I mean,
plane or
if
something?
Yeah, if you're, yeah, I know the whole idea about blink brings you to the ethereal plane.
Yeah,
That's if he's even there.
true.
So it sounds like, right, let's see, he probably doesn't know about me. But, no, this Eldrin doesn't look familiar. I've seen a few of his kind, but not this one specifically.
Oh, okay. For some
Sorry to say, lass.
just kind of felt familiarity with them.
Well, you had a brief stint where you were hanging out with a few Eldrin. Some of the kinder folks of the Feywild.
Hmm.
Eventually you got in trouble after taking some food from them you weren't supposed to.
Sorry.
Eh.
What can
Eh.
I say? I am a little curious after all.
Shush up, kid. Hey, well, regardless of this fella, I mean, no, you could bring him along. He could tell you some tales of the Feywild. I'll let you get a grasp of home, or at least what was home, before you eventually reunite with your old man. Who knows? Maybe it could be an assistance to you and your little Pazia friends.
When will we get to see each other?
You continue to ask, lass, and I continue to have to tell you. I don't know. If I could see you right now, in the flesh, I would. But I can't.
I just want to go home.
And you will someday. But for now, you got other things to do. Like inviting this guy to your group.
True. I guess I'll start with that.
Kira, this random child has just been speaking to the air.
Speaking to the air. He doesn't even know
you.
much about anything in like other worlds. He's kind of confused about that.
Well, Kira, they just introduced themselves as Natsu. Were you paying any attention?
I think so.
Hi. I'm Natsu.
Nice to meet you, Natsu.
Nice
My
to meet
name's
you
Kira.
too. Hi, Kira.
So, I don't know much about the place I'm in, and you kind of headbutted me
I'm sorry.
as soon as I got here.
I'm so sorry
think I
about
got
that.
my...
I was running at full speed. I didn't even
That's
see you coming.
Right. I did come in through a portal, so you wouldn't have seen that.
A portal?
I think. Yeah.
I haven't seen a
portal.
portal since I came back from the Fey realm.
Yes.
Yeah, as you look back, Kira, the portal's gone that you walked through.
Right. Guess I'm here now.
One-way trip.
In a forest. Right.
Well,
I guess.
it is getting
I could-
dark. Would you
Right.
like to join me and my other friends? It would be a lot
Right.
safer.
I don't know much about this place, so definitely. Right.
Right.
Before I go, how about I bring out a little companion?
Mm-hmm.
You see, I grew up in a place that many people wouldn't know about. Village called Sea Fae Village. I was raised by sphinxes.
You've never heard of a sphinx, Natsu.
What?
Right.
As you say this, Natsu, your dad kind of was like, oh, a village of sphinxes. That's unusual. I'd be wary of him, Natsu. I feel like he's lying.
I know I'm of Eladrin descent, but I actually don't know that much about my people, and I'm still learning how to attune to the seasons. Right. Anyways, I'll bring out a little buddy. He's gonna grab like this blue orb, and he's gonna kind of throw it in the air almost. It's almost like, you know how in Pokemon, like how they bring something out.
We don't have the license. We don't have the license.
So I understand.
Can I
I'm
do it?
assuming you're going to be
Summoning his familiar.
okay. Okay, let me just yes, okay, yeah, had to make sure. So question for you,
I describe what I'm trying to
well, not describe what you're doing, but do you have incense?
do. Incense. I would say he does.
You do not.
And, like, you have to check your inventory.
Oh. Oh, I should be adding I should have added in. Let's say he has it.
Because find
gonna call-
familiar
Yeah,
requires
he's
you
gonna
to
call-
burn incense worth at least 10 gold pieces.
Yeah. Let's say I don't know. I guess mayhaps he has it.
Roll me a d100.
D100. Oh no. Where's D100? $40?
Yeah.
40.
Maybe?
Oh, God. I'll be right back.
So, we'll say that you do have that of like some incense, but it's not nearly as expensive incense as you need to cast the spell.
Damn.
But I doubt that your character would know that.
I don't think so. I guess where he's from, he didn't even use incense, but he's trying to summon his companion, which would be something that I won't say unless I can summon it.
Yeah, Kira, you take a moment as you light the incense, attempting to summon your companion. You go through the motions of trying to cast the spell as small bits of smoke from the incense begin to swirl and swirl and swirl before they just kind of float away, not forming into anything, as the incense completely gets absorbed and burned up, not doing anything.
Right. I guess they don't want to join us right now. Right. Let's continue on our way, shall we, Natsu?
I guess so.
I'd keep an eye on him, Natsu. I don't trust him.
Okay.
Either way, Sophia, you've been, I would say at this point you've managed to get Lemon, back on the cart as the sun is setting. And at this point you would have probably made it to the wood planks. How are you going about this?
So they're planks proper, right? Like we cut them down to size.
Yeah, you cut them down to planks.
Okay. with that, he'll grab as small a bundle as he can manage in his state, which is probably not very big.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to slowly shamble his way back to the coast and try to start moving them to the boat. All the while, he's kind of grumbling to himself, kind of like, can't do anything around here. Can't protect anyone, can't gain any power, even if it's dark. It's all just a tool to me anyway, so who actually cares? And now it's probably gonna kill me one day, but let's be honest. I was gonna die one way or another. Might as well be, because of some power I used to kill some others. And he's just doing that the whole time he's transporting wood. And he's, at no point does he ever, like, if he can manage it, he tries to, like, throw the wood onto the boat from a safe position, and then just goes back to try and get more planks. Just kind of grumbling to himself in a similar fashion as he does all of this.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So, with, the table there kind of working as something to save yourself, you managed to get some of the wood up onto the boat. As Natsu, you have made your way back to the cart with Kira. As you can see, the pile of wooden planks is smaller than you remember.
I guess I'll take some of this back to the ship. Come on, follow me.
Boat? Oh. What are you doing with this boat?
Recruit him immediately. Get him some wood.
We're gonna fix up this boat.
Alright.
Yeah, Kira, you've never heard the term boat before.
Boat? What? What's a boat?
A boat is kind of like this really, really, really big, like, thingy that you move across the water with.
Oh, she's grown up
Kira,
so
with your
fast.
With your experiences of going in the water in the Fey realm, that sounds almost suicidal.
Right. The water. Yeah, that doesn't sound right.
Various rivers and lakes and ponds in the Fey realm are all manner of dangerous locations. The amount of critters that like to hang around there and hunt is quite uncomforting.
I think you'll find the waters here are quite the same.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're the same.
yeah, kinda.
Nothing has changed.
Everybody just drowns in the water.
Yeah, water just equals death. Water equals danger.
You don't even need any monsters in the water. Just drowning.
I was about to say you just need the individual. You don't need anything else.
That's so bad.
Regardless. With that, Natsu, you're grabbing up some planks?
Yep. And then I'm gonna move it back over to the ship.
Alright, so you grab some of the much larger planks, as you've got quite a bit more strength than everyone else does. As you make your way back to the ship to see Sophia currently at the rock on the edge, kind of looking up at the ship. A few planks at his side, busy struggling to get more planks aboard the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Sophia, you hear steps behind you.
Beaten by a little girl.
Shut up, that little girl hits like a tank.
True. Both of them do. The one you quoted too.
The entire
yeah,
the entire time that Kira and Natsu were interacting with each other, I was like, oh god, there's two of them, and then Natsu started educating Kira, and I was like, oh, she's grown up.
Maybe she doesn't need me after all.
Yes, concrete evidence that Sophia is right. at all times.
Sure, definitely. Whatever you tell
The
yourself.
The edge gets sharper.
May we refine the edginess.
Sophia is
By the way,
Sophia is like readying himself to chuck this next bundle of planks up there.
mhm.
And then after that, he will, after he does so, he will turn around and begin making his way back to where the rest of the planks are.
So you don't even acknowledge Natsu or Kira being here.
Not particularly. Well, okay, hold on. Let me roll another judgment call. Let me roll another judgment call to find out. I wonder what it'll be.
I think he might be too exhausted with near death and then just a bunch of planks.
Okay,
Wow,
that's
look at
wow.
you,
What a
Sophia.
surprise. What a surprise.
Nat 20 where it doesn't matter.
The one time I want to be
Judgment
petty about
call.
something and I can't even do that now. Fine. So,
Sophia, I don't understand why you're committing yourself so hard to these roles to choose your actions and not just playing to the character.
it's because I use the judgment calls when there's like one of two things that the character would do to determine if I can't decide myself. So, this is mostly just
Even
that.
though you said you wanted to be petty?
Yeah, because I'm
Doesn't
playing...
that mean that you had a choice in mind?
Well, yes, but that's more just me wanting to mess with Tomoe than it is what Sophia would actually do. So,
All of that.
to give you an
that
example of
validated
what I
it.
mean here,
I-
the binary...
I get it, man.
that's-
Just
okay,
play to your character. Do as you do.
Yeah, makes sense. Totally.
So this is actually the favorable option, sort of. Sophia, after he
favorable?
chucks the planks up and begins shambling back, he looks at Yunatsu for like a brief moment, and then almost sort of pained, like not physically or with anything that was going on with him, but just like a part of his soul kind of hurts, averts his gaze and continues past you. Like he just seems emotionally hurt.
It's the human. Just walked past. He's gone, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh.
As Sophia walks past you, Natsu, your father just kind of looks over and is like, he deserves to feel that way, you know? I mean, he had it coming.
Yeah, he did.
I hate him so much.
Kira, are you ready to help me?
Right. The planks. Is this water infested by chance?
Kind of.
Kind of. Maybe.
Just don't get wet. Like whatever you do,
Don't
don't
get
fall into the
wet.
water.
I mean, Kira, that's not the first time you've heard that phrase. Whatever you do, don't fall in the water. Yeah, that's a familiar phrase for you.
Right.
If you by any chance fall into the water, you're going to be grabbed from underneath by murky skeletal hands.
Murky skeletal hand.
Yeah, and then you'll just die.
Wait, what do you mean?
You'll
Just
die.
die. What are
As
these
in the end of
murky
your life.
skeletal hands?
Are you really trying to tell me
Regardless,
Kira has no
would
idea
I
what a
know?
corpse is?
Would I know about undead or stuff like that?
You likely wouldn't know about undead, but you would definitely know about death. Death happens a lot in the Feywild. Because, again, things aren't the same over there. Like, Fey all the time just kill people for the strangest reasons.
Usually when I go out of the village, I usually have a companion with, like, my buddy that I can't seem to bring him out. He looks at like his like blue orb and says, why won't you come out? This is usually easier in that same route. I don't even have to use this sword.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why you go in to learn your spells before a session.
This is why you always do.
I like this actually. I'm rolling with this. He's confused. How do I say this? What am I trying to say? Like, he doesn't even, when he was there, he's not even summoning anything. He just, like, had his said,
Yeah, the companion was just there.
yeah, he had his companion there with him anytime he went out of the village. So he's used to having him by his side.
Alright, well, either way, Natsu, you go and quickly toss up your planks aboard as the sudden thud from those alert to you two, Atlas and Killy, as you hear something hit the deck. Lara looks up, like, having been, like, slightly dozing off in the corner. It's like, huh?
Sounds
Oh.
like they're back.
Oh yeah, we're doing things.
Can I like move myself
time.
like over onto the boat?
Yeah, you quickly just kind of climb your way up. Your natural climbing speed means you just stick your claws into the hull and get up.
Kelly would just walk up the stairs immediately.
I guess I'm gonna try to get up there if I can.
Ah, you're back.
Yeah, I'm back.
So, Kira, you're wanting to try and
That took a
climb
bit.
up aboard?
Yeah. Uh-oh.
All right. So, in this situation,
Oh no.
I'll get the rope and arrow ready.
Time for another drowning death.
yeah.
Wow, that is
and it's a new
Yeah.
character too.
Go ahead and roll me athletics,
Immediately.
Kira.
Oh no. Not athletics. Anything but athletics.
Yep, I know.
Welcome to my
I'm sorry.
no.
welcome to my world, Kira.
Do I have? I don't think I took that. No, I didn't take that. Yeah, I'm
Let's
checking
see the
something.
roll.
No, I didn't take that.
Please don't die already.
Oh,
19. Nice.
Holy cow.
I
That's
see
not just
the
a
did the thing.
19.
That is a nat 20. Nice.
That's a nat 20. You
Why is it showing
Hold
up as
up, what?
19?
Because
Because
it's
you have
it's
a
still
-1 to your
yeah.
athletics.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
that's right.
Does it still count?
Yes, it does.
It still counts as a nat
What
20.
the heck? He's like, I would say he's very weak. Like, he uses summons. He doesn't really
So,
carry or do anything like. So this is like very rare.
so I was gonna say, Kira, in a rather incredible moment of athleticism, you managed to run up to the boat as you managed to grab onto a slight lip in the hull siding and to slowly pull yourself up as you get aboard. Completely fine. Probably astonishing yourself that you even managed to make that.
Yeah, let's say he like barely does it. Somehow. Even with
try
the
it,
nat 20.
Like, you managed to
just,
get
grabs
aboard
onto it.
with somewhat relative ease, much to your surprise.
So he goes for the jump.
You've managed to grab onto the side of the hull with your fingers.
With the fingies.
Wait. Usually. Whoa. Usually I struggle with this kind of stuff. Huh.
Mhm. As you go and pull yourself aboard, there's a brief moment as the adrenaline suddenly wears out of your system as your arms feel like they're screaming. As, yeah, most of that might have been adrenaline of jumping over the water. Pretty sure all of that was adrenaline, actually. Everything's starting to catch up to you now.
Jumping over certain death.
Maybe I got lucky. At least I didn't fall
Upon
in the
seeing
water.
Kira, Killy will jump back all the way here and knock an arrow into his bow.
Mhm. Yeah. Keely, you see a random stranger. Atlas, I'm assuming you've made your way onto the main deck as well?
Yes.
Okay. So, as you've made your way into the main deck, there's a stranger that has suddenly climbed aboard the ship.
Oh, another one. Hi.
He just casually says hi. He turns over to Atlas. Oh, hello.
And he waves at you with his claw arm.
Do I have any? Would I have any familiarity with like a sea person?
No, absolutely not. You would have zero familiarity with the weird crab claw arms that Atlas has.
Who?
Everything about Atlas would look alien to you.
Who or what are you? You look like some of the creatures I've seen in the Fey waters, but more humanoid.
1, I'm a person. 2, what's a fae?
Fey.
Atlas,
The-
roll me history, please.
It's an entire party of people who have no clue how anything works.
Clearly.
You said history?
Yes, please.
Oh, how good is he at history? Let's see this.
11.
Wow. 11.
So, Atlas, there's a brief moment in which you think pretty hard. Though you faintly recall that your dear old friend is a fae. Now that you really think about it.
Oh. You mean like the library?
What?
Here.
Library?
You know the companion that you've stuck around with for such a long time. You know, the one that's in charge of
Yeah.
enchantment nowadays.
Yeah. Huh. That's what I mean.
Hmm.
It's like, oh. Huh. I forgot about that. Okay, still, I'm a person though, to answer your question.
Yeah,
Right.
Keely, you still have this arrow knocked pointing at Kira. As Kira, you
Yep.
can see Kelly aiming a shot at you.
Oh, and you. I'm. Whatever you're
I-
thinking, I'm not hostile. I'm friendly. I have no means of attacking anyone. I just met Natsu. She seems friendly enough.
Yeah, we'll say,
Do I
Kelly,
know anything about Elle? Maybe? Or I'm not sure.
I was gonna say, Keely, you can see, like, on Kira's person is a scimitar.
Oh yeah, I do have a scimitar. And he's got a whip too.
Mm-hmm.
Doing yourself no favors and convincing them you're not hostile.
Any sudden movements, and this will pierce you.
So, as this is happening, there's a brief moment in which Lara finally comes upstairs. It's like, okay, what is taking so long for everyone to get the gosh dang wood? As she notices you, Kira, and Keely pointing the bow at her, at him. Sorry.
It's
Natsu standing off to the side. Hutch is still struggling to lift up the Morning Star. You know,
that's
Atlas
very
just looking at Kira, and a Sophia who is now currently approaching the rocks with another small bundle of boards.
He's like looking at, I guess, Lyra, like, and he's like fascinated. He's never seen. For some reason, he's really fascinated now. He's never seen humans. He's heard about humans.
Lyra is
So,
half
Sophia,
orc,
do you want to
right?
make the I was about to say, Sophia, you want to make the correction about Lara, or should I?
Oh no, you
Is
go ahead
she?
and do it.
Or what is
Lyra's
she?
not human.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's not. I thought
She-
she was.
She's humanoid, but
She's
her race is half orc.
Half orc.
And you also see
even-
Hutch just struggling with the Morning Star,
Didn't
ignoring
even know that
everything.
her description.
Yeah, Hutchis has not noticed anything happening.
He's just trying to lift.
He needs to get swole.
I am just kind of zoned out hard here.
Yeah, it's understandable. These last 2 sessions have been just working on this dang boat.
Yeah.
So is
Boat.
Sophia
Yeah.
able to get back onto the boat at this point?
Yeah, considering you've managed to get up here before, I will allow you to do so again.
Sweet. Yeet. Yeet.
Mm-hmm. Said that you did it with a feat of acrobatics.
Feat of acrobatics.
In this instance, would I notice that Sophia is, say, injured or anything of the
I
sort?
mean, Sophie would look a bit pale than how you remember him.
Okay, so can I do a reflavoring of my spells?
How would you like to reflavor your spell?
How do
So I would still technically use my bow, but for, I guess, healing, it would
her
I
hit?
would like manifest a little green arrow and just fire it at Sophia. Say like
Oh.
cure wounds or healing word or whatever.
It'd be healing
Wow.
word. Cure wounds is by touch.
Yeah.
Not the brick.
We don't have the brick yet.
Sorry, we don't have the
Flash
healing
me,
brick
summon
as of
the
yet.
brick.
Healing word. Let's see.
Oh man, I wonder if it'll bring me up to more than half. Probably not.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
11. Yep, you get
Mm.
11.
Yeah, I think a little over half.
So as this green arrow suddenly phases through your being, you feel a bit better.
Thank you, Keely. Ah. And don't worry about looks at Kira, whoever this is. He steps forward and kind of just drops the planks on the ground.
Right.
Let's pick up whatever planks are around. We're gonna start working on this without them.
Alright.
Yep, do
I
whatever
put
you
away
need to.
my bow.
Sophia is after that, Sophia is actually he's gonna go this way. And he's gonna go in here. Because I'm assuming by this point he would have been able to comb all of the rooms
Yeah.
at some point or another.
Hmm.
As you're doing this, the sun has set and night has fallen.
Yeah, so Sophia is like coming in here, and he's gonna lay out his bedroll, like shove one of these other things, unless they're proper beds.
I mean, they are beds. Like, they're very thin mattresses, if anything, but they are beds.
Check for bed bug.
In that case, what Zephyr will do is instead like lay his bedroll on top of the thin mattresses as a form of extra padding, and just kind of lie himself down to think for a moment.
Mm-hmm. Natsu,
Yes.
what are you doing?
I'm just gonna stick around with Kira.
Okay. So, as sticking around, your father chimes in, it's like, so, lass, what, I know we have a bit of an interesting fella here, but I'm curious about your thoughts. How are you feeling about, that Sophia guy right now? Because I tell you, if I was there in person, oh, he wouldn't hear the end of it.
I'm a little calmer now, but I still don't like that glove. He
Aye.
ignores me now because now it kind of seems like that's his life source.
Aye, lass, I had a feeling the minute I noticed it. Manny likes to make people dependent on him, you see.
Hmm.
Doesn't take much. But from here on in, I'm not quite sure what Manny's going to be doing with him. Usually I hear about folks, making such a deal with him, and then after like a day or two, they're gone. So if he ends up still being here, tomorrow or the day after, then, well, clearly something's different with him than compared to everyone else I've heard that works with the bloody guy. Your father says, trying to avoid giving a swear to your young ears.
The young ears.
You're not sure how, but you have the distinct feeling that if Natsu was not restrained by some unseen force, she would be swearing like a sailor.
Yeah, so would her dad. Regardless.
Like seeing her talk to nothing again.
Jesus. So,
Apologies for muting real quick. My cat Binks was trying to get up on my altar area, but she's not allowed to do.
Oh no.
dang, Binks, how could you do this?
Don't do it, Binks.
Binks, you're betraying our trust.
Binks is gonna do it.
Don't
That's just how
create-
cats are.
Don't make chaos.
Even Loki actually thinks that she's just born of chaos.
What
And,
did Binks do?
We call Binks our little menace. Because she is a genuine menace.
Oh no, a
I wonder.
genuine menace.
Arx, I
What
have
did they do?
Arx, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Does this door to this room have a lock on it? Or anything resembling like a bar? Or is
It
it-
does have a bar, yes.
Cool. I'm gonna bar the door for a bit.
Oh, okay.
Nobody's got any valid reason to come in here anyway. It'll be fine. I just want to make sure Sophia is not disturbed for a moment. And as Sophia does this, he's gonna sit down on the floor, and he's gonna take off his scarf, and sort of like with a gentleness that nobody else will see, he folds it up as neatly as possible and places it on the floor in front of him. And he just kind of begins to talk out loud to himself. Hey, Mom. Sis. It's, been a while since I've said anything to either of you, I guess. I know you don't have proper graves or anything, so I can't exactly go visit you. Best I can hope for is that this thing carries my words to wherever you two are. Now that I've started, I don't exactly know what to say. I guess. How are you? Are you fine wherever you are? Can you see what's going on with me? And he sort of raises his hands and clasps them together and fidgets a bit and says, honestly, I hope you can't. I'm not exactly doing anything good right now. And feel free to cut to anyone while this is going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, yeah. So, as you're doing that, Atlas.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been trying to get over here for a little bit. Atlas, as you're down below, Lyra has had you and Killy pull some planks down here. And since you're not really affected by the water, unlike Lyra and Killy, Lyra just kind of looks to you, handing over a small hammer as she points to, the big old hole.
And he just he takes the hint. He just tries his best to align them to where he thinks they should be aligned.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and roll me a strength check.
Check. 12 total.
12 total. Lovely. All right. So you begin repairs on this big old hole. You have a feeling it's probably going to take like 2 hours to get this finished.
Mm-hmm.
Do you go and work on that through the beginning of the night, or do you leave it partially done, or what?
I do it until I get it done, and then I take a nap.
All right. So you're going to do the whole thing.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So, as this is going on, Keely, if you're still with us.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You are still here. Keely, Lyra kind of swims over to the other giant hole and just motions for you to go and start patching that up.
Yeah, I would swim over and just begin mending.
Mm-hmm.
I also moved over to my phone, so I can't do anything. Yay!
It's fine. I've been moving your little token around.
Why, thank you.
Mm-hmm. But alright, so you two go and fix up this. So, to try and kind of accelerate the process a bit, because we've clearly spent way too much time on this boat. I wasn't expecting so many issues to crop up with this boat, I'm going to be real.
I don't think any of us were.
No.
Yeah. But to go and hurry this process along... What was that, Deity?
I was going to say, at least character development happened and some stuff, so that was cool.
Yeah, we've had plenty of character moments, so, that works out at least. Either way, so the night goes on. Atlas and Keely, you both managed to repair the hull of the boat finally.
Woo! We did it.
We did the thing.
We beat the final boss, the boat.
It's a final boss that wasn't even a boss.
Not too bad at lining up these lines, apparently. Gosh dang. But either way, with all of the holes repaired, the only thing left is to push out all of the water or rather, that would be the case. Atlas,
Yes.
the minute you go and hammer in, the last nail, to keep, this wall together,
Mm-hmm.
the minute your hammer makes contact with the board, there's suddenly this like almost golden shockwave that kind of billows out from the impact just across the wood.
Uh-huh.
Everyone else on board, you suddenly see small yellow waves coming across the floor.
Yellow waves.
Just the color yellow going across the wood. Sophie, as you're busy, imagine at this point, because this would be 2 hours later. I don't think you have been conversing with your folks for 2 hours, have you?
No. No, he was... He would have more or less just been, like, reflecting on his actions and basically talking to nobody, seeking guidance that will never come to him.
Mm-hmm. I imagine you go to Brundon a few times hoping for some kind of answer. You get none.
No. He wouldn't have gone to Brundon. In this moment, Sophia is, like, seeking the guidance of his mother, as if,
As if she could respond.
Yeah, as if there's any way for her to commune with him. And he's mostly doing it out of desperation because he's got nothing right now. As far as he's concerned, everything that could go wrong has gone wrong, and it's only getting worse.
So, with that, so far, you see faint yellow waves coming across the floors and walls suddenly.
Yellow wave.
Guess they did something important. Good for them. Sophia says as he unbars the door and goes back to lay in the bed.
Natsu.
Yeah.
You've been with Kira for a good 2 hours. What have you been doing?
Let's say, hey, Natsu, let's say you see, I should have mentioned, let's say on Kira, like his appearance, you see like this really big scroll like on his back. It looks like really important. It's like, how would I describe how it looks? Do you have any ideas? I'm bad at describing. But he has this really big, I would say it looks very important.
So
You just notice it until now.
Essentially, kind of matching along with that of matching along with Kira's aesthetic. You hadn't noticed before, but a large chunk of the bulk that sits upon their back is actually that of a very large wooden tube. The tube itself is ornately designed with various images of cats as well as what seems to be maybe trees. There's bits of rope holding onto the top and bottom that have sashed around Kira to keep it on almost like a backpack. The end of this tube clearly functioning as some kind of lid. It somewhat resembles that of a spell scroll. Or a scroll case, my bad.
What is that? On your back?
Oh, this? I don't even quite know what this is myself. Before I left, or whatever abruptly happened after that, my mentor, my chief mentor, gave this to me. I haven't figured out how to use it, or what it does.
So, as you're saying this, Kira, since it seems that we've gone from just being around for 2 hours, you would have almost like a faint feel of energy coming off of the scroll, or the scroll case.
He's gonna kind of grab onto it. Huh. Seems to be animate. How do I can't even. I can't speak.
I believe the word you're looking for is emanating.
Seems to be emanating energy of some kind. Maybe I can use this. I have to figure that out another time. Maybe I'll show you, or maybe you'll get to meet one of my companions later. Natsu. I'm sure you'll get along with them. They're pretty friendly. I grew up with them.
That's odd.
What's odd?
I mean, I was sending some messages to you, Tomoe. Did you get them?
No. Have you gotten
course.
any of mine?
Yes, I have gotten yours.
The last one did not go through, no matter how many times I've refreshed it. I don't know what's going
So
on.
the last one didn't go. Is anyone able to send Discord messages right now?
Wait, is Discord scuffed?
I will
I can't
try.
I
will
cannot.
try to-
It's
I did.
the text is colored red.
Yeah, I can't send anything.
I will try
I
to
just
send
I just managed to send a
emote.
message.
I
I
can't
did as
send
well.
anything.
I am unable to send messages.
What in
Yeah,
the
no.
world?
What?
Yeah, no, I
Can I
can't. I
DM
can't either.
Okay, I'm checking Twitter.
Oh.
What is going on with Discord?
Uh-oh, I just got it.
What?
Yeah, no.
Well, I could send a
At least
message
they're-
to you, deity.
At least they're
Discord
call.
is apparently down.
Yeah,
right
did,
Okay, don't leave the call.
Don't leave the call, whatever you do, golly.
Yeah, I genuinely I tried to send a message to you, Arcs, just as a test, and I tried to send one in this chat. Neither of them worked.
Oh no.
Yeah, I can send messages to Deity, and Deity can send messages back. Maybe it's just
No.
a specific server that just died.
Who knows?
I mean,
With your, like,
Maintain your
phone, maybe.
connection, Sophie.
I'm still in the call, so clearly something's working.
It works.
Mhm.
Well,
I can
this
send it through my phone, just not my PC.
Well, I guess
Oh.
send the message you wanted to send to me, Tomoe, and continue.
so I guess is PC Discord down there?
Wait.
I don't know.
I don't
Let me test. I'll send a message in this chat here just to see.
Not working with my phone, Sedge.
Wow. I don't keep my phone
I can at least tell that you're
When I'm-
typing.
at when I'm
Nope.
next
It's
to my
not working on my
microphone.
phone. That's weird.
Sorry, any viewers that happen to still be here, which
That's
I don't think is really much to anybody.
I can't send
Avoid
anything
you.
on my phone to people.
Is it just us in the group chat that can send messages?
I'm
don't-
literally
Let me-
refreshing as. I
Oh,
can't
nope.
send
Nope, I'm
I c-
back to being no messages.
I can't even
all
check.
right, you know
I can't
what?
even check the other servers that I'm in. It just fails to load any messages.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I can't send
try to finish
messages.
this. Let's try to finish this out before Discord just dies
Yeah,
entirely.
Don't worry, I was planning on ending this soon anyway. All right. So, sorry, Kira. We're gonna move your little introduction to your scroll to a little bit later,
Mhm.
because we need to rapidly end the session.
Yeah.
Scuff.
But either way,
It's not even
As
stuff we
this,
can handle.
as this wave of yellow passes over the ship, Atlas and Keely,
Mm-hmm.
as you're down below, you are suddenly forced to the walls of the hold
Mm-hmm.
as you feel an incredible amount of water just pushing past you.
Oh, okay.
Everyone besides Atlas and Keely, roll me a dexterity save. Atlas and Keely, roll me a con save.
Oh my.
Oh,
Dexterity save.
Yep, dexterity saving throw.
I got a 15 total.
Holy
I got
cow,
a-
Kira.
I got a dirty
Wait,
20.
You did a dexterity check. It was meant to be a dexterity save, Kira.
No. No.
You got
Total
it.
is 21.
No.
14 total.
Don't worry, Kira. We'll count the first one you did just for future reference. All right. We'll count the first one you made, even though you did a dex check instead of a save.
Damn.
Regardless, it's the same modifier, so I don't see why I wouldn't count it.
Mm.
All right. Anyway, so Natsu, what did you get, by the way?
21.
21. Lovely. So, yeah, Achilles doing that. Alice is doing that. All right. So, Sophia, there is a brief moment while you're in bed as you suddenly feel the whole ship suddenly like lurch up underneath you before falling as you are suddenly suspended in the air for a brief moment.
Huh? Huh? Oh,
As you
Oh.
safely manage to land in the bed, as the entire like room feels like it's shifting and moving around slightly. Natsu, you end up, again getting pushed up by the boat, but managed to land safely. Kira, you managed to be grounded enough to where you don't even get lifted off of the boat. As Hutchis gets flung into the air and then slams his head into the floor and knocks himself out.
oh no, my boy!
Oh boy. I thought he'd be holding on to the morning star, so it was just like whiplash back down onto the floor.
He tried. He could not hold on to it.
So,
Either way,
does Sophia get
Huh?
the sense that the boat is moving? Like, not just like the
it's hard-
obvious, but like forward.
yeah, kind of hard to say, but Atlas and Keely.
Mm-hmm.
Keely, as this water is like blowing past you, you're having a hard time trying to keep your mouth closed.
Mm-hmm.
As Atlas, you're fine overall. If anything, you're just kind of resisting all the force of the water blowing by.
Yeah.
Keely, there's a moment as you simply can't keep going as the water forces its way past your lips into your lungs.
Another one bites the dust.
Mm-hmm.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Hey, I'm gonna
As
get you too.
the room rapidly empties of water, as well, the area does suddenly lurch upwards. For you guys, it's not nearly to the same effect as it was for everyone else. As you are now sitting in a room that is now just dripping with water, Killy, you're on the ground as your lungs have filled with fluid. Lyra has managed to surprisingly keep her footing as she sees this and immediately goes to do, I believe it would be CPR.
That's my mentor.
Yep.
Indeed, what you should do as soon as you see someone like this.
It's not, but give me a brief. What would be the thing for someone who has inhaled a bunch of water?
Probably con?
No, I mean, I was asking freaking the resident freaking lifeguard.
Oh. Oh, you were actually okay.
What is the correct course of action?
My net died. What happened?
Well, I was gonna say, for someone who has inhaled a bunch of water, is currently down the ground, I'm guessing, like, is it CPR that you do that gets them back up, or what is the process? Because currently your character is effectively drowning.
Yes.
Okay,
You'd
so I
start
was correct.
CPR.
I thought you made a comment that this isn't what you're supposed to do, and I want
Whoa.
to be accurate.
It is what they're supposed to do.
Oh, okay. Cool. Then I was being the smart brain. Cool.
Yes.
But, yeah, checking this with her stats. Okay, so Lara quickly starts doing some chest compressions as Killy, thankfully, you manage to start coughing up all this water.
Mm.
After a few moments of slight vomiting. Killy, you managed to be saved from drowning.
Hello, Latu-sama. Welcome to the D&D.
Welcome. Unfortunately,
Well.
you caught us just as we're getting ready to end.
Yeah, we're towards the end.
Hmm.
It's
Natsu, it is 12:31.
I'm back. What I miss?
Aw.
I was gonna wait for you guys, but I didn't know when this was going to end.
Don't worry, we're about to end it, but you told me to, grab you.
I know.
Like,
I want to stay longer. But I know my boyfriend's gonna kill me.
you can
'Cause he wants to
go
do
talk to him to. You could ask him to give you a little bit extra time, because I mean, we are going to be ending this soon anyway.
To be honest, I would love to, but Discord is down, and I don't feel like getting up.
Well, in this situation, you have a choice. Either you keep going, hoping that the little bit extra time is going to be fine, or B, you get up and you ask.
Get up and ask. Which
It'll
one?
be fine.
All right. If you're confident, you'll be
Cody's
fine.
going to bed.
It'll be fine.
All right. Well, regardless, as this wave goes out across the ship, is Keely, you begin to regain consciousness. Lara just looks down to you. Is like, "Are you all right?" Keely.
He's
Oh.
not all.
I think my net just cut for a sec. What?
Lara's asking if you're all right.
Yeah, I think I'm okay.
Yeah.
He's
With
okay.
that, Lara offers a hand to help you get back up.
You will take it and stand.
Mm-hmm. As Lara helps you up, she says, it's good to stick together. You are a part of the group. Gotta make sure all of our group members are safe, right?
Yes.
With
This
that,
hurts internally. Dang it! No, why? Why she's so nice to me?
with that, Lara makes her way over to you, Atlas. Doing all right? I assume you're fine after this whole thing.
Yeah, I'm fine. Shookest though.
Yeah, Atlas. At most, you had like a slight pain in your chest. Is like overfilling your lungs. You know.
Mm.
Have you ever had too much air in your chest before?
Yeah, where you start coughing, but in my head, I'm coughing up a little bit of water into water, so I'm having a little bit of like.
Well, yeah, you would have been, but at this
Water
point,
into
the
water.
room's dry-ish.
Oh, ish. Okay.
Yeah, there's no water in the room at this point. It's not flooded anymore. It's just dripping.
Mm.
Okay.
Regardless, with that, Lara just kind of gives you, and I was like, all right, good to know you're all right. I'm gonna make my way upstairs, make sure everyone else is fine. As Lara makes her way up, back on top, Sophia, I noticed you exited the room.
Yeah, so Sophia is looking over the edge, trying to see if, like, we are moving forward, or if this is just, the boat, like, settling.
As you go in to check over the side, you see that the boat is not moving forward currently. It's just kind of rocking slightly from suddenly, being filled with air. And you're once again buoyant against the water.
Suddenly
Well,
being
that's good at
jostled.
least.
Similarly, as you're up here, you see the tip of the broken mast begin to glow slightly. As from the water, the tarp, the canvas that makes up the mast begins to sort of slide up the side of the boat, wrapping its way around the mast as it repairs itself. For a moment, the sail furls downwards, revealing that of a large atlas symbol, being that of an 8-pointed star. Where the boat begins to idly, almost seemingly turn, pointing away from the shore now.
Really wish I'd known about that, however long ago when we needed it. Sophia says as he, like, kind of begins walking along the railing.
Natsu, Kira, what are you guys doing now that the boat has begun to settle?
Can I sleep for a little bit?
Yes. Yes, you can.
Can we long rest now, please?
Well, at
Long
least take a little
rest?
nap and heal up a bit.
I mean, it is the night, currently. As this is, your father kind of turns like, I mean, I don't think they'd have problems with you sleeping, lass. It's late.
Yeah. Can I take a short rest, guys?
Go ahead and
It-
rest, Natsu.
There it comes up, saying, huh? Yes, of course. Go get some sleep. You've had a long day. I'm pretty sure that room over there is the sleeping quarters.
It is.
Kill
Sophia says.
would find his way up.
As you say that, Lara looks over to you, Sophia, with a little bit of a smile. Well, it sounds like someone's back to, speaking with less of an attitude.
Not like I've done a whole lot of good today.
Yeah, but it's better that you're main level-headed about it. If you don't, it brings down everyone's mood.
Sophia,
And everyone's not having a good day.
Sophia kind of scoffs as she says level-headed, like, yeah, right. And he's like trying to help up Hutchis, assuming he's like conscious.
Yeah, you start lifting up Hutchis. He just is limp in your arms. You can tell he's breathing, but he is out.
Come on, buddy, get yourself together. You need rest. You've been working yourself hard, so. Hey, hello? Hutchis, buddy? Like waving his hand in front of his face.
You get no response, but again, you can feel him breathing.
Well, he's alive at least. Hey, you! He points over at Kira.
Oh. Me?
If you're gonna be with us, the least you can do is help out. Drag this one to the bedroom over there.
Right. Alright. If he needs help, I'm willing to help.
All right. So as you go and take Hutchis, Natsu, I'm assuming you're going over to the crew quarters to go sleep.
Which-
Yeah.
Which way am
Okay.
I? Am I going to the quarters too?
Yeah, you'd be going to the quarters as well. All right, we'll see you move over here.
Sophia's gonna go
Yeah,
in this
that's
room.
fine. We'll say Hutchis is there. All right, lass. You have some sweet dreams now, you hear me?
Okay.
Got a full day tomorrow. And he makes a motion, like, to kiss your forehead, though unfortunately, you don't feel it. Just, mwah. Rest well.
I guess
Good night.
Kira's gonna kind of like go in the corner. He's gonna kind of. I don't think. Does my race doesn't really sleep? Do they? They like meditate.
Not really.
don't they?
Most elves can just meditate and they can get their sleep. Like, they can
Almost.
sleep if they want to, but they don't need to.
Let's say he kind of meditates.
All right.
Killy's gonna pass out for the first time in forever.
So, are you also going to the crew quarters, or are you passing out somewhere else?
Crew quarters, say the floor.
All right. So you just you pass out in the middle of the walkway.
in the middle of the walk.
As this happens, Sophia, as you've made your way over to the captain's quarters, you hear a knock at the door.
It's open. Let yourself in.
Lyra opens the door. She steps in. Hey. Want to have a brief minute between just you and me?
Do I actually have a choice
You
here?
close the door behind her. It's nothing crazy. Just want to remind you that if there's something wrong or if things are going poorly, you can talk to me. I may not be the greatest in recognizing problems or if people need help, but I'm definitely more than willing to try if someone lets me know there's a problem.
Sophia is like visibly avoiding eye contact with Lyra, but he still speaks. Am I a good person? Have I ever done anything that could be considered the right thing?
I mean, you're asking a question that I believe has no true answer. I mean, in my eyes, I don't think there's really what we could say is like a true good person. I'd say there's more, people who are kinder than others, people who have different ideas, and people who understand that some ways are far crueler than others, and they live to change that.
Okay.
Though,
Then let me rephrase the
in
question.
your eyes of what is I was gonna say, and what I imagine in your eyes of what you consider to be a good person, I'd say you'd probably fit under that. I mean, you take down people who are making other people's lives worse, and in turn make their lives better.
Okay. Then answer me this. Is it really so wrong for me to be happy that I have just an inkling of power? Something tangible for once?
She gives a very slight chuckle and says, I don't think there's something wrong with that. I'd say at most is those who've lacked power for a long time can sometimes let it get to their heads when they get it. Just remember to pace yourself. You don't want to become like those you hunt. She Gives you like a slight pat on the shoulder as she leaves the room.
Yeah. You'd kill me before it ever got that bad. I just wish I could make her understand. He says,
Yeah,
like,
Lyra briefly, like, I was gonna say while you're doing that, Lyra is like made her way over to the crew score. Is like, wow, everyone is really beat tired. And she goes and takes a bed. You were saying, Sophia?
Sophia is just, I'm assuming there's like a chair here or something that's like kind of worn down.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, you can see it right. The freaking.
Okay, so
Right there.
contextually, Sophia would drag that chair over to this desk and just kind of be sitting there, thinking about mostly himself. Like, he's definitely happy with this glove and the power it's brought him, but he's not so happy, like, with how things have played out since he got it, because now he's like, okay, so this thing will kill me if I ever take it off, and Natsu's not happy with me for a myriad of reasons, and we've formed a relatively new group of people, seemingly, like, really fast. Like, it's almost unnatural how quickly people join and leave this place. And on top of that, I'm still relatively useless. How much longer can this go on?
And after a moment, we'll say you head to bed.
Distinctly in
And
this room.
And with that, we'll end the session there.
Woo! Long rest!
Holy cow. Everyone, you can go ahead and give your characters a long rest.
Long rest.
Finally! Yay!
I get the heal spell back, I think.
Yeah.
And I'm no longer
Mhm.
dying.
Ooh.
I don't want
my
to.
I
spell
mean-
slots back.
I don't want to hear that
I
from the
will
near
say-
cause of my death.
What's up, Deity?
I will say, well, two things. One, character development happened, and two, someone gained gold.
Wait, who got gold again? I forgot.
That was me for
Technically, two
rolling.
people got gold.
Two people?
Sophia and I got gold.
Mm-hmm.
Your mom got gold.
Oh, easy. Oh.
I have no idea.
wish
I have no
I
idea if you were
wish
serious about that gold, by the way, Arx. I will take it away if you
I
were
was.
not. Oh, okay. Sweet.
We in this household live by the rule of something coincidental happens, it now is a real thing.
The real
like-
thing.
I still can't believe that Discord's actually down right now.
Discord? Discord
Is it still down?
And with this in mind,
Yeah.
I will go ahead and end the recording.
Yeah, it
so
is.
so thank you all so much for watching, if indeed you have. Take care of yourselves and stay safe. Bye!
Thanks for
Bye.
I love
watching.
that. Bye. I'm sorry.